I want to thank you all for coming. We're going to talk about innocent people that have been serving time. Should closed cases be reopened? There are innocent people that are serving time. Innocent people shouldn't be held accountable for crimes they didn't commit. And people who are guilty shouldn't get away with it. It is tragic to know that there are innocent people serving time. Even worse, there are people that are innocent who have died while in prison, facing the death penalty, or have already been executed. While these people are serving time, the guilty ones are free and living their own lives. Through the evidence of DNA, the courts are able to use this kind of evidence to help exonerate the innocent and convict the true criminals that actually committed the crimes. With the knowledge of the testing of DNA evidence and the potential of being able to open a closed case, it is time to free the innocent. First, I would like to describe DNA technology and open file policy. What is DNA technology? According to the Bureau of Criminal Apprehensive Forensic Science Laboratory, DNA technology can analyze saliva, skin tissue, blood, hair, and semen. After the DNA is analyzed, the findings are classified, stored, and searched by computer. The results can connect the criminals to the crimes. Through routine searches, as samples are added to the database, suspects are identified. This powerful tool is helping the justice system convict the ones deserving to be punished and release the innocent from the nightmares that they've endured. What is open file policy? It's another tool used to help the justice system. A Deputy Commonwealth Attorney, Kenneth Lamers, describes that an open file policy is implied when a prosecutor allows the defense access to his or her files. By means of access to the files through the open file policy, and the defendant can have the evidence examined or re-examined with the use of DNA technology. With the help of open file policy and DNA evidence, justice can be served. With proof of new evidence, a closed case can be reopened. Criminals who thought they got away with it will have to think twice. Their DNA might match the evidence left at the scene of the crime. How many are known to be innocent? According to Samuel Gross, a leading researcher in law at University of Michigan, there has been around 850 exonerations, and 281 are known DNA exonerations nationwide since the 1980s. That is a lot of people who have been wrongfully convicted, and those numbers show only the people who have been freed by providing proof to show their innocence. I read from the Innocence Project's website that since 1992, the Innocence Project has helped free the innocent, and it is a nonprofit, national litigation, and a public policy organization that uses DNA technology to free the people who have been wrongfully convicted. Yet they also provide attorneys to assist with those cases. This organization has been successful, and according to this organization, they have helped more than 300 people. I imagine that without their help, those people would still be hopelessly stuck in jail. It is good to know that there are organizations out there ready to take on the system and their defects. I would like to talk about the case of Michael Morton that I heard from the ABC News. This is Michael Morton and his family. And in 1986, Michael Morton was accused of murdering his wife. He served 25 years in prison before he was released on October 4, 2011. The Innocence Project found some inconsistency in the case And in 2009, with the help of the Innocence Project, they got a court order to perform a DNA test on the blood-stained bandana that was found at the scene of the crime. The results found the victim's blood and hair, along with another person's DNA. There was no traces of Michael Morton's DNA on the evidence. The DNA matched a convicted offender that was found in the National DNA Database. The result of the case, Michael Morton Act, was passed in 2013, making the open file discovery rule statewide in Texas. Here's another story from the Innocence Project. In 1999, Reverend Jesse Borns Jr. was murdered, stabbed to death outside the place where he worked. Dennis Lee Allen and Stanley Mosen were falsely accused of the murder. There was no witnesses that could identify the suspects at the scene of the crime. The testimony from the jailhouse informant and an unrecorded confession from Stanley Mosen was the only evidence used to convict the two men. DNA testing was later performed, and nothing matched the defendant's DNA. On October 28, 2014, in Dallas, the two men were released. They had served 15 years in prison. According to an article, No Country for Innocent Men, during Rick Perry's governorship between December 2000 and January 20, 2015, he helped shape up the legal system in Texas by making it fair. In just a span of 11 years, under Governor Perry, 238 executions were performed. No fewer than 56 people were exonerated. 5 of them were on death row. That means that 56 people were cleared from accusation, releasing them of their convictions. In my opinion, 56 people is a lot of people to find to be innocent after being prosecuted. I believe that one person wrongfully convicted is too many. No one should be wrongfully convicted. In April 29, 2008, the Texas State Senator Rodney Ellis stated, "We have reached a tipping point of wrongfully convictions in Texas. Nobody can seriously doubt there's a problem. No words can truly describe the price that the wrongfully convicted pay. Time is lost with family and friends, which can never be taken back. As they live confined to a small cell, the world around them is constantly changing. And when they are released, they are set free into a world that is unknown. Their loved ones are older, and with advancement of technology, things are not the same as when they were first convicted of the crime. Even though they are compensated with money, there's no price in the world that will make up for lost time." With all that said, I do agree that closed cases should be reopened, especially now that DNA evidence is admissible in court. I'm also for the open file policy because it can make prosecutions fairer by having the defendants able to have access to his or her files. By re-examining closed cases, innocent people who have been wrongfully convicted will have another chance at life. Even though time is lost, the innocent can rebuild, leaving the nightmare of prison life behind them. It is time to free the innocent. Thank you.